Grayson. Well, ladies, this is your space for inspiration, empowerment, and real conversation with women who are redefining. Our final week of Girl Talk. It has been a wonderful experience for us all. Thank you all for being the sheroes you are.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio Girl Talk. We are wrapping up our Girl Talk season, and man, let me tell you, we're having so much fun. Look at those two ladies over here. Oh, over there. Those two ladies over there. Sumiko and her daughter. What's your daughter's name? Prayer.
Yes.
So Sumiko and her daughter, Prayer. I've never met Prayer, but I met the mom before. So tell people who you are and what you do.
My name is Sumiko Inthyea. I am a mother. I am a entrepreneur, business owner. I'm trying to do several things, and more importantly, I am a faithful follower of the Most High.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, I'm glad that you have your daughter here because we're getting ready to kick off something called Teen Talk. And so we're getting young women together and let's start marketing, helping each other, and figuring out what they want to do when they grow up, right?
Yes.
So that's a good thing. People a little bit about what you're working on. What are your projects that you got going on right now?
So far, I'm still launching, trying to get going with the home healthcare agency, along as with my home couture decor, my interior decorating business, as well as entertainment.
I love it. So with your home healthcare business, tell us a little bit about that and what you're looking for and what will it take to help get you going?
Right now, it's just navigating the home health industry with the local agencies, hospitals, rehabilitation centers, rehab centers, um, along with social service, displaced family organizations, um, along with just your local churches as well, your faith-based organizations, and trying to be in with a lot of programs in your local city.
I love it. I love it. So walk us through like your intake. What if I had a person that I wanted to get into your home health aid services, what would the intake process be? What would the qualifications be?
The qualifications would be your insurance, having insurance. A lot of them are paying out of pocket now, depending on if their insurance can cover it or not. Some are with our local social service department that give that also in your insurance. Well, they'll pay where you have to have a UAI, a uniform assessment, given the part of your medical record, identifying services that you would need for in-home, or if you were going to a rehabilitation institution, they would still give you that uniform assessment of what care, there will be a care plan for you for each individual client to ensure that they get proper care.
I love it. I love it. So what differs yours from someone else's home health care services? Why would I pick yours over someone else's?
For mine, I go above and beyond. Where with initial, where they do light cleaning, you have the option to do detail cleaning, where we do baseboards, ceiling fans, we window seals, water plants. Um, Go above and beyond with transportation, offering other kind of services that just normal agencies are not offering, with just the PCA and personal care PC or CNA, just trying to offer a little bit more special needs services.
I love it. I love it. So now, do you offer a program for the young people, like with prayer, to kind of help them learn what you do with your business, so that way
Yes,
they can pick up?
we offer training, on the job training, as well as classes prior to going into the field. We also, my 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 agency will also be reaching out to the local colleges and community colleges for to also do some on the job and um, internship programs.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So, in other words, we are looking forward to another program out there that's really going to be making a difference in our community.
Yes,
I-
along with educating as well. More so educating and showing that home health is not just a job, it's something you need to be passionate about, because we're dealing with not only our adolescent and young children, we're also dealing with our elders. So we have to be more attentive, especially the younger generation, um, being more attentive and show compassion to their elders. Where where when I grew up, what grandma say goes. What your older cousin say goes. What your older aunt say goes. It wasn't the back and forth, and it wasn't you quit because you don't like it.
Right, right. So now, what are the other projects that you mentioned earlier? Tell us a little bit about those.
The home couture decor, that's the interior decorating, where I do love that. That is something that I genuinely take very considerate and passionate in, because it reflects the identity of who the person is and their space that they're living in. So it gives them that sense of who they are. After a while, sometimes people get complacent and don't just keep their home the same way. And sometimes it just get, I would say, overwhelming, where you forget your own identity. Sometimes you can refresh it up by just changing around certain things and moving a picture off of this wall, changing it to that wall, changing your furniture around from time to time to give it a different look, moving it from one room to the next, changing the curtains, just small changes that doesn't break the bank.
Mm, I love it. It was funny because when you were in the studio, we were talking about decorating and things like
Hmm.
that, and it really inspired different people, right? So some
Hmm.
people, like the guys, they don't care about all this stuff.
Hmm.
They'll be happy with just the old raggedy sofa and a whole bunch of computer things around, right?
Yeah.
That's not what we're about. A lot of times we like to express ourselves with our decor. And
Yeah.
so I think what you do really inspires different people to want to do what you're doing, right?
Yeah. I will
So what
hope
about
so.
you, Prayer? What you
I
like
will hope
doing?
so.
Could you say that again? I'm sorry.
Huh?
Could you say that again? I'm sorry.
I said, what did you like doing? What's your fun thing?
Okay, well, again, my name is Prayer Brown. I am a Norfolk State University student, a biology professional major. And some things that I like to do is currently, right now, I'm actually in research with the Virginia Sea Grant program at Norfolk State. I just finished my CSET program, which is the School of Science on our campus, or the STEM college, well, STEM school on Norfolk
Hmm.
State campus. So that's some things that I like to do. Outside of that, I guess I do a lot of service and things like that. I am a part of a lot of extracurricular activities on my campus as well, and a part of e-boards, what is just executive boards of the programs on my campus, while also being a dancer, part of the Norfolk Dance Theater, Norfolk State, sorry, Norfolk State Dance Theater Company. I'm a little nervous.
Well, it's okay. You're good. You're good. It's so good to see the young people, doing what they do, right? And
Yes.
Hmm.
so her going to Norfolk State and just doing what her dream, right? And
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
that's good, Prayer. That's good. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're
Yes. Yes.
welcome. You're welcome. And so as you go to school and things like that, where do you find time to? What do you do to support your mom in her businesses?
As of right now, I haven't had that though. My mom actually asks me to help out here and there, but I don't think some people understand how much time it takes for you to be a full time college student, especially a full time college student that is an active member to things on campus. Like I said, I'm in a bunch of extracurricular activities. I'm in over probably 12, and probably a part of 5 e-boards, and that means like I'm the vice president or the secretary and the parliamentarian, and I have to go on conferences and stuff like that. Like I'm a part of NSBE, which is the National Society of Black Engineers, and I was the parliamentarian. I had to go to a conference in Alexander and Baltimore. I don't really have free time to help out with my mom's business, but I do
Okay.
support from afar. And if she asks for any business ideas, I will try my best to help her or pitch some ideas if she asks for that guidance, because
Look at that.
she likes to give young minds a chance, because she believes that young minds come up with great ideas.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, we're gonna let you focus on school a little bit before we bog you
And
down
she
with
said
mom stuff.
that was well stated. I could
It
definitely say that.
was. It
That was
really
well
was.
stated. And she do help where she can and when she can. And it doesn't matter if it's on the phone, on FaceTime, or in person like now. I asked her if she could support me by being here on, the podcast. And she needed to go go back, home, and she decided to stay to be up here with me. So I appreciate that. It's just the
Let's see.
little things that
It's
count, little things
supporting
that
prayer. You doing it.
keep
You doing it.
making, these small moments, milestones, and small moments, memorable moments that you could take on for, a lifetime.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So, girls, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo! Turn it all the way up! Yo, you're locked in with street grind entertainment, repping Texas with nonstop heat. We bringing you the hottest music, exclusive videos, fire podcasts, and radio that never sleeps. This ain't just entertainment, it's a movement. Independent artists, real stories, major vibes, and nothing but straight pressure. So buckle up, lock in, and let the grind take over. Street grind entertainment, where the streets meet the spotlight, and the grind never quit. One, two, three, four, oh, yeah.
Okay, if you just tuned in, you haven't tuned in too late, you tune in to the Cammie Grayson Show. And we are here celebrating Girl Talk. And I have two
Yeah.
beautiful girls sitting next to me over here. Ladies, welcome, welcome back. Okay, so now this is the time where we do our Girl Talk question of the day.
Uh,
Girl Talk question of the day. What is a recent challenge you've overcome that made you feel like an absolute shiro? We would love to hear from you.
All right, so what is the challenge that you have done in life that makes you feel like a real shiro? Sarah, you
um,
want to go first?
Okay, question. Does she say churro?
Shiro.
Zero.
Shiro.
Shiro?
Okay.
It's all about girls.
Okay,
So
so
it's
so
Shiro.
a girl hero. Okay. Accomplishment that I've done. Hmm. I would say that with being a Norfolk State student and just bleeding the green and gold and being a Spartan, you learn how to step outside of your comfort zone a lot and stand up for other people that may not have that same voice. And some of the organizations that I am a part of have put me in the role to be a leader and step up for those people. And an experience that I've actually had was being a mentor for the CSAT, the CSAT, what is it called? Sorry, it's like academy, the CSAT Academy for middle schoolers and high schoolers that are actually gearing themselves to be ready to go into high school or come into college. And these are for STEM based students, right? And something that I had to be a shiro was stepping in and telling these children that you are smart enough, you are chosen to be a part of something bigger than oneself. Mind you, these children were children that may not have been growing up in the best place or in the best environment, and they didn't have the best examples on what is better or what can be better, right? So I try to speak life into them to make sure that they know that there is something outside of just your neighborhood or the friends that you see in school or what people say online. There is always an opportunity that is out there waiting. So I will say that being a shiro, or being a, I guess, a female hero, is being being a motivator and helping the youth that will be the next generation to also educate the next generation.
I love it. Absolutely love it. And what about you, Mom?
Um, this right here, this part of it all, um, just to be able to look back and see what um, impressions you made on someone else. Like my daughter, speaking and going and speaking before me, and for me to listen to the things that she said and how well spoken she have became, about and passionate about the things she have um, accomplished over the years. In our last interview, I told you about how I homeschool, and it's just amazing to see um, my children go off to college and do things that, for my upbringing, wasn't, they would say, was not realistic, was not obtainable. So to see it with a generation from me, that's for me is saying a great thing. You know what I mean? That, and also allow me to see that God is real. Prayers were answered when I was younger, praying and didn't know what was going on and how I could get out. Because, like I said, maybe I mentioned last time, but I was thinking back, where I grew up from in Norfolk. I didn't know that I could live past 40, 42,
Uh-huh.
45. And, so I didn't really have dreams beyond trying to survive in my environment, trying not to be a statistic, trying to break barriers for my children and my grandchildren, and trying to build a legacy for them.
Yeah, that's amazing to me. And and then like you said, your children and their children, so these different generations. So you're setting that pattern, you're making it happen, and you didn't realize you could even make it happen. And
Yeah,
look at you now. See that to me, that's what this is all about. This is what being a shero is all about. It's what we're doing right now.
yeah,
You could see and manifest what your thoughts would have been. Back in the day, I think one of the questions earlier was, what would you tell yourself in the mirror, young, what not? And so you pretty much went by today. So it's amazing. It's amazing. So tell people how they can get in contact with you.
you can get in contact with me through my email, sumiko.brown@gmail.com. And I am working on the social media sites. I'm getting geared up for that coming this September. Everything is coming into play. The ball is rolling, and God is working in my favor. So a lot of things are get ready to come as far as the agency, the event planning, the interior decorating, possible the food line that is also coming. So it's just a couple of things that's being done that's been in the works in the background for a while now. But the main focus that I've been really trying right now getting going, that's been the challenge, is the agency. Everything else is already being done
I
and
love it.
in the back burner. But the agency is what I am trying to give birth to, if
I
that
love
makes
it.
sense.
Absolutely love it. So let's do some words of wisdom before we go. We'll
Okay.
start with you, Prayer. Let's start with you. So, what would you tell one of your peers who want to go to college but not really sure yet? Um, you know, they want to do better. They see what you're doing, but they don't know how to get there. Your words of wisdom to her.
Some words of wisdom that I would say is don't be afraid of the unknown, because once you step into being uncomfortable, you won't want to be comfortable again. And that's just me just basically saying be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Going to college wasn't something I always knew I was going to go to college, but it wasn't something that I pictured as a kid just yet. I just kind of always thought I'm going to be a dancer and dance and do hip hop for the rest of my life. But once I got to college, it was something inspirational for the rest of the trajectory of the rest of my life. So I would definitely say become comfortable with being uncomfortable and try new things. You're going to be a little fish in a big pond, but that's where you get time to actually grow to fit in that big pond. And something else I would say is learn if you are the thermostat or you're the thermometer. That is something that I would also say to learn going into college, because there's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations that's going to play and mess with your emotional state and your mind. And you're going to have to learn how to control yourself or control the energy around you.
I love it. Look at this. There's such small, young brains. Big words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prayer. Okay, Mom, what you got?
I would say, the words of wisdom is learn to be teachable. My aunt called it fat. Faithful, attentive, and teachable. I believe I forgot. I'm stumbling over the words, and she called it fat. Um, but the main thing is being teachable, because once you can be teachable, and be taught something, you can also lead. Especially if you're doing it for the good. And for me, what we say, doing it for the Lord. So um, being teachable is something that I believe everyone needs. You have to be able to be taught something so you can learn something. And once you learn it, you can never unlearn it, right? So that also now makes you a teacher when you become good at what you're doing. So you
I
teach
love it.
someone else, each one teach one. Um,
Exactly.
so how that old saying go, if you teach someone to fish, they can, feed for a lifetime. But if you give someone a fish, they only eat for that night. So
Right.
when you become teachable, you can lead.
Right. I love it. I love it. Girls, I had so much fun with you girls tonight. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Cammie. Thank you for
Thank
having us.
you. And I want to meet you in person, Prayer. So I hope to see
Okay.
you soon
Yes.
before you
Okay.
go back to school. Okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
I
Yes,
love it.
indeed.
Okay. Until next time, guys.
All right. Thank
SKST
you.
Radio, Street Grind Entertainment, Beats by Bro. We love you
All
guys.
right.
Bye
Love
for now.
you. Bye bye.
An SKST Radio Network production.